to Japan Booze Blind. We are in Koenji at Dynamo. Thank you, Julian, very much for letting us film here today. We are doing Awamori. Awamori is the drink of Okinawa, that beautiful set of islands to the south. And to my left, I've got John Bailey, and he just arrived 2 hours ago from Okinawa.
From Okinawa, yeah, where I tried some Awamori. So I'm willing to put Tokyo and Okinawa's to the test there, compare them to.
All right, so we're going to be showing you three very, very different types of Awamori today, and hopefully you'll be able to tell which one is which. I've also got Rachael White here. Rachael White is a big-time food blogger, excellent website, which can be found at
tokyoterrace.com.
Yes, please check it out. There's some amazing photography there. There's recipes, the whole 9 yards. You definitely should stop by tokyoterrace.com. Now, we've got 3 bottles of Awamori. This is a distilled beverage from Okinawa. So our 3 bottles today are Donan, which is probably the cheapest bottle that we're going to be sampling. We've also got Nanko, which is one of the house Awamoris from Dynamo. And then we're also going to drink some Sashiba, which is from Miyakojima, a small island not too far from Naha, not too far from the main island. And we'll see if you can pick them out, see which one you like the most. So let's bring them out and let's put the blindfolds on. Taste test number 1. All right, John, I want you to put your right hand out for me. There you go. This is your first glass. There you go, Rachel. Enjoy that. Go ahead, take a sip, take a sniff. And I'm going to ask you for a few words to describe this drink. All right, I'm coming to you first, Rachel. What do you think?
The nose definitely, like as soon as you put your nose right in the glass, you can smell the Awamori just immediately. But the taste is actually relatively smooth. So it's quite good. I like this one.
All right. John, what do you think?
Yeah, it is for Awamori quite smooth. And Awamori is a drink that goes well with just water or ice or something, and this is definitely one that would.
That's an excellent point. Yeah, normally you would drink it mizuwari, which is with water, often on the rocks. And we're drinking it straight, just one way to do it. And we're gonna put this back, and we're gonna give you something else to try. Taste test number 2. All right, put your hand out. John, there you go. There's your second glass, Awamori number 2 for Rachel. Enjoy that. All right. Now, the first one that we've got, the Donan, is a very strong Awamori. It's got 60% in it, 60% alcohol. And the number 2, the second one, is a little bit milder. You're smiling, John. You all right?
Yeah, I'm okay.
The second one is 30%. What do you think about that one?
I'd say that's closer to the first one. I'd say that it's called the communication drink, isn't it?
I believe it is.
I don't know what's being communicated there. It's a powerful message.
It's a powerful.
Whatever it is. Yeah, that's very strong.
Okay, so this one has a bit of a kick to it. What do you think, Rachel?
I would agree with that. It is extremely strong. Sort of, I'm sure would knock you off your feet if you weren't ready for it when you took a sip, which I wasn't. So it's a good thing that I was sitting down. But it's intense. So
that's got a lot to say, a lot to communicate. That Awamori right there. Moving on. Taste test number 3, John. There you go. Rachel, enjoy. Rachel, I'm going to come to you first. Take your time, though. The third Awamori that we're tasting today, or the third one in the lineup, Sashiba, is from Miyakojima, and it actually is made by the family of a good friend of mine, and I was fortunate enough to meet the man himself, the great uncle of my friend who is in charge of the distillery, and thank him for this wonderful drink. Of course, we don't know what order they came in, but Rachel, what do you think about the third one?
I think it's very much a balance between the first and the second one that we tried. I think it's much smoother than the one that we just did, the second
Number
one.
2.
But not quite as smooth as the first one. So somewhere in the middle.
This Awamori is made, as I said before, the long-grained rice from Thailand, the indica rice, whereas shochu is made from japonica rice, which is much shorter. And they still import the rice, and that's what they're using in this drink right before you. What do you think, John?
I agree. It's stronger than number 1, less, but it's still smooth. But yeah, you could. It's got a lot more flavour and complicated taste to it, so it's enjoyable. But you sort of savor it and drink it slowly, I think.
Number 1 and number 3 were okay by you guys. Number 2, a little bit too much excitement there. All right, we've given them a chance to taste them. We'll give them a little bit more time to think. We're gonna take the blindfolds off and have a chat. All right, it's time now for the what do you think? Which one did you like the most? Which one would you like to have a little bit more of a sip of, Rachel?
I enjoyed the first one the most. I thought it was the smoothest. It had the least kind of almost offensive alcohol taste, I guess, in my mouth, which wasn't bad. It's just that it's very shocking on its own, straight up. So the first one, for drinking purposes, I would definitely go with that one.
Number 1. All right, John.
I agree wholeheartedly. Yep, number 1. It's like Awamori's kind of. It's like shochu, but like maybe shochu's like big tough older brother who rides a motorbike and goes to parties and stuff. And this is kind of the lightest of that. So yeah. It's a strong drink, I think. So the smoothest, lightest one is
number 1 is the one to go for. Gotcha. All right, and if you don't mind, could you take a little bit of a guess as to which one is which? We've got Donan, which was the first one in the lineup, and Nanko, which was the second one, and finally Sashiba is the third one. What do you think?
I would say that the Sashiba was the first one. Dano, is that right?
Donan.
Sorry. Donan was the second one, and Nanko was the third one.
Gotcha. What do you think?
I think Nanko was the first one, Donan was the second, and Sashiba
was the third one.
Third, yeah.
So we actually, all three of us, I did a taste testing before, all three of us agreed about the second one, Donan. This one has a serious kick to it. The first one, Rachel and I are in sync on that, Sashiba, and the third one, Nanko. So either you're gonna, either you're gonna be embarrassed or both of us will be. I hope it's you. All right.
We'll see.
We're gonna bring out the bottles now and do the big reveal. All right, it's the moment we've all been waiting for. I've got this big wall of reveal cones in front of me. We're gonna get rid of these very quickly. Number 1 was, oh no. John was right.
Yep.
Okinawan expert.
Right. Yeah, that's
You
why
are.
we brought him in. Fresh off the plane. This is Nanko. This is what Julian serves in the bar with tonic. And it's smooth. It's very easy to drink. You should definitely come on down and have one of his specialty cocktails with this. Comes in at 30% alcohol by volume.
Man.
Yeah. Okay, well, so anyways, we're gonna get one right. Because
yes,
I know
I
this
think
one's
so.
gonna be the bad boy. Here we go, number 2. Yes!
Yep.
Okay, we were right on one of them. This is the 60% Donan, and this has some attitude. You don't wanna drink this straight for too long. Maybe a thimbleful is enough. You could drink it on the rocks and you'll still probably fall over after half a glass. So be very careful. 60% alcohol by volume. Very nice straw cover on this and a nice little carrying.
looks
It's a bit
pretty.
close to a brown paper bag though.
Yeah, that's true. Good point.
That is well
Yep.
said. All right, and so finally, no further ado, we've got the Sashiba. The Sashiba is our 40% contestant. As I said before, this is, or as should be noted, this is 100% 3 years or older kusu Awamori, which means that it's been aged for 3 years or more. And a lot of Awamori is not. This is not a cheap bottle. It comes in about 8,000 or 9,000 yen. And this is from an excellent distillery down, as I said before, on the island of Miwako-jima. And anyways, there you have it. So we are going to avoid this bad boy right here. But these two guys were quite popular.
Yeah.
And they're both quite smooth, and you'd be wise to try them out. There you have it. We've got some research to do, I guess.
Yes, we do. Maybe we should go to Okinawa.
I guess. Well, I don't know. Can
It's
we
a tough job, but-
can we expense that if we go to Okinawa? That's business related, isn't it?
We could
All
totally
right.
write that
Well,
off.
I think it's
Yeah.
very possible. We'll sort that out. Okay. Anyways, thank you very much for joining me. Thank you, John. Thank you, Rachel.
Thanks.
Very educational experience for me. Join us again on JapanEats.tv. You can watch a bunch of our videos there, or you can go to iTunes and catch our feed over there. Check out TokyoTerrace.com as well, and also Twitter, which you can find the button on our website. Wow, it looks like we're getting a little bit. So what is this? This is Julian.
This is
Julian, thank you very much
Hello.
for today. What is this?
This is the Awamori Torik I serve from, actually it's a good friend of mine who has different Awamoris down in Koenji in the Palo Shotengai.
Oh yeah.
And it's a really nice Shikwasa tonic Awamori cocktail. It's basically what it's the best sales.
Best sales, yeah?
After the gin tonic.
Sounds excellent. Well, thank you very much,
You're
Julian.
welcome.
Thank you, Dynamo, right? And
Thanks a lot.
but as always, Japan Eats reminds you, please drink responsibly. Take the blindfold off before pouring for a friend. Thank you, Julian.
You're welcome.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Kanpai. Oh yeah. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
It's really nice.